Yo, what's up, everybody?
Karmin is tapping the fuck in.
And if you haven't heard already, hype as fuck, baby. Let's go.
It's your boy Ace Outlier. We're about to get hype as fuck.
What it do? This is TSD Chris with Trap Star Dreamers. And you tuned in with Hype as Fuck Podcast.
Hype as fuck.
Hype as fuck.
I'm hype as fuck.
I'm the bastard.
I'm G Blunt.
We are tongue tied.
Yep.
And we are hyped as fuck to be back.
What's up, Jesse?
I want to take a second at the beginning of this, and I just want to give you your flowers. Gladly be kicked out just because you came and said hello.
Are you ready? Because I know I'm ready. Are you ready to get hype as fuck?
Hype as fuck.
Hype as fuck. You're you're actually like our family for life. And even seeing you do the pod and stuff, like I'm proud of you. Like you're out there and like you do your shit. Like as soon as I saw you, I like wanted to hug you because you've been there for us. Like you're not just regular to me. You're Madback Jackson.
Well, shout out to Hype as Fuck Promotions. Shout out to Madback Jackson.
He's mad whack. Let's get hype as fuck, yeah?
Hype as fuck.
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 It's Rocky Rock. It's time to get hype as fuck.
But your boy Master K, be sure to tap him for hype as fuck. Let's get it. Jill.
Jesse, get hype as fuck. What up?
I'm hype as fuck. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Rawr. This is Toddy and you're watching Hype as Fuck.
What up? Welcome to another episode of Get Hype AF Podcast. I am your host, Madwack Jackson. Tune in, share this video out. Let me know how everything is sounding, if we are crispy, clean, and all that good stuff, because I have not one, but two guests waiting for us behind the scenes. So, like I said, do me a solid, tag your friends, share this video out, and make sure you guys are in the comments. We want to see some conversation. We want you guys to ask some questions and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let me introduce today's guests. First up, someone you guys may recognize from a previous episode. We have Kryptik Chaos with us today. Hey girl, what's good?
What's up?
And also, before we get too far in, we have another guest. We have Yo-Yo Flowers with us today, too. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Hi.
Hello. All right. So, let's get the audience a little familiar with you guys if they are not already. So, Kryptik, why don't you go first and introduce yourself and maybe do a little intro for our new friend here.
Hi, my name is Kryptik Chaos. I am a 23 therapeutic dark trap rapper from Cleveland, Ohio. I have been making music for a little bit over 2 years now. And this is my homegirl and also my go-go dancer, Yo-Yo Flowers.
All right. Nice intro. Now let's I'm gonna jump in between both of you guys, so just bear with me for a little bit. Let's get to know a little bit about you, Yo-Yo. How old are you? Where, obviously you guys are close, but where are you from? And a little bit more about you.
I live about 10 minutes down the street from Kryptik in Cleveland. I was born and raised here. Plan to die here. Local homegrown Clevelander. So I grew up watching the Golden Girls, and Blanche always taught me a true lady never reveals her real age. So
fair enough.
I could lie to you. or I could just leave it up to your mystery. I also don't have any makeup on right now, so that can kind of reveal my true age too. But I'm thriving for my age, I would say.
Hey, that right there, that's all we need to know, you know? That was the
Well
perfect answer.
experienced with a good resume. No.
I am thriving no matter what age I am. That is the
Right.
perfect answer.
But if you really need to know, I'm 69.
Then yeah, you look hella good. You're
For
looking hella
69.
good for being 69. Damn.
Yeah.
I thought I was looking good for my age, but you got me beat.
And
All right.
so
Yeah.
I do art, obviously, and I'm a dancer, so I release my art through the dancing.
All right. Do you do art? Is it just dancing, or what other type of art do you do?
I have a degree in art therapy, so my focus is on people who have Alzheimer's and dementia, and I teach art with a feeling and more of like a mental brain process. So the way I teach art isn't about creating an image; it's about exercising your brain.
Wow.
There's not
That
a lot
is
of work for art therapists, so I'm kind of struggling as an artist. But there's a lot of dance work, and I've been dancing my whole life, so I do dance a lot for work. And I love go-go dancing. I'm doing it for a while.
that is incredible. I love that part of what you do for the art. Whether there's a need for it, I feel like probably it's more of a people don't know that that's even a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing, and I'm an artist, so I'm glad we can get you on here and hopefully spread some knowledge about, art therapy, because that to me just that is extremely interesting. I'm going to go research this, and if you don't mind, I'm going to chat your ear off a little bit after this because I am,
For sure.
am extremely interested. That's awesome. So let's get back into how did you guys come to be a duo? How did you become a dancer? How did you guys meet? Let's go down this road.
We met at the Cody Manson show. He had a show here in Cleveland. She opened up for him, and I DJ'd at his show, and she rapped. And I saw her, and I was like, I love her. I was like, who was that bitch? Like, I need her in my life. Like, I was like, I feel like she's gonna be the yin to my yang. So I like went on Cody's page and found her, and then like messaged her, but like I didn't really know how to like ask her to be my friend. So I asked her if she wanted to like work a show with me. I was like, she's like, I'll get her to like do another show with me. So we bartended, and when we were bartending together at this this cannabis expo, we just like definitely connected like yin yang. And she's like, yeah, you definitely like are my best friend for sure. Like I need you. She's like, she's like, if you would have just asked me to chill as friends, I would have said yeah. I was like,
Since then, we've literally been inseparable. Like, there's only been a few times where we've been apart.
That is awesome. So it was literally a fan uh in the crowd, and you just were so caught up in the performance, you're like, I just have to meet her, and that's how that went down. I love that kind of interaction.
I was like,
Hell yeah.
she's an awesome female rap artist. Like she's killing it on stage. Like her rap isn't just like her just trashing anything. Like her rap is like real from the heart, like has meaning, and like there's emotion through it. And like I'm like, she's real about this. Like, and me as like a DJ, go-go dancer, like I always need someone to perform for. So like I'm always kind of like, so I have like a large group of DJ friends that like I'll go dance for. And so I was just like, I need to meet her for sure. And she's like, I need you more than I think you need me. I was like, awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sure my audience is probably interested in this as well. Uh, how how does a rapper incorporate a go-go dancer into their set? How did that happen? How does that work? How do you do this?
So I have a background in dancing. I'm also working on different aspects of dancing myself. Like I want to get more into break dancing and stuff as well. So I thought it would be really cool, like for some of my music, especially because a lot of my music is tailored to empower women and empower people who have been through trauma to also have that aspect of we're going to take back our power by dancing as well. Like we're going to do this and we're going to do it to the fullest extent. So we're going to put routines together. We're going to get up there. We're going to dance our hearts out whether people want to see us or not. And it's not only healing to other people, like it's healing to us as well cuz like we're able to like come out of our shells more. We're able to like be ourselves more.
And I know it hasn't been that long, but how long have you guys been working together?
Yo-Yo has been to one show with me so far, and on actually tomorrow will be our second show together.
Ooh, tomorrow. Nice.
It's
Go
called
ahead and tell us
Cleveland,
about that
Ohio.
do that promo real quick. Tell them where to go and where to show up.
So it's at the Bird's Nest in Cleveland, Ohio. I believe it's East 43rd Street. It's an anti-Valentine's Day birthday party for my good friend Wada. It's called, if you look it up on Facebook or online, it's called Go Fuck Yourself Too, because it's an anti-Valentine's Day. And they're giving away free vibrators to the first 70 girls that walk in. So you can literally go fuck yourself with a vibrator.
That is fantastic.
So we have an hour set tomorrow from 11 to 12.
Damn, an hour? Have
Mhm.
you have you performed for an hour so far? Have you done that before?
I have actually, so I got the amazing honor of being able to be a one of the like only rap acts that have been able to perform at the Smiling Skull with, much love to Royal Butcher Music and James Craig.
Shout out JOH. An hour. Okay, oh, how was that? I can't imagine. I really cannot imagine.
So I'm not even gonna front. I definitely was intoxicated. I was not gonna be able to get through that performance without. An hour for a rap set is a long time.
Yeah.
I've only done 15-minute sets before this, so going from 15 minutes to an hour was definitely a drastic difference, and I slept for 2 days straight afterwards.
Mad props to that. Holy shit. Yeah, that's some like Tech 9 type shit right there. Going having an hour set. Shit.
She is gifted. She's talented. She's definitely gonna fly with her talent. And, I'm happy to be like her wingman for sure. Because, you need a team. You
Definitely.
in this world, you need a village to succeed. You need a support system. You can't be out here doing everything by yourself. And I'm happy
Exactly.
to like support her. So,
I'm happy
and
that you're
also
on
like
my
with my
team.
DJ skills, I can like be there to play her beats as needed. And
Oh,
then
so you are not just a dancer, but you're multi-tiered talented, obviously.
yeah, we both performed at the show where we met. I was DJing, and I kind of just fell into the DJ scene, just being a go-go dancer. Sometimes they're just like, we need a DJ, like stop dancing and play some music. Like,
So my question for you is does that mean that you will be dancing consistently for an hour, or will you be DJing tomorrow as well?
I'm gonna be DJing too tomorrow, so I have a set list. So at our first performance, I was really nervous because I also felt the same way. How does a go-go dancer fit in with a rapper? And she's like, girl, you got this, just vibe with me. And I was like, that's all? She's like, yeah, you got this, just vibe with me. I was like, okay. And then that's literally exactly all I did. I just vibed with her, and then like the way we performed, it looked super rehearsed, but a lot of it was just freestyle.
It was
Oh.
not rehearsed at all. We did not rehearse it.
So like if that's what we do freestyle, like once we finally like get our routine set and like create our practice performance, I know we're just gonna kill it together because what we do freestyle is amazing. So like when we actually like figure out how our show performance is gonna be, I know that it's gonna be immaculate.
Which
From
we
what I've
do have
seen,
some of that show footage on my YouTube page as well. It's the actual I like edited in to be our first music video for Menace in the Room.
that is absolutely correct. I peeped that the first day you dropped it. So, if you, Honeybee, do you think you could do me a favor and go look up that and put it in the comments for us? The music video of Kryptiks that we just. Yeah, so my wifey is actually going to go look that up and put the link to that video in the comments for us right now so people can find that because, yes, 2-for-1 deal. You get Kryptik music and you get a little recap of the show that they're talking about. So go check that out.
Shout out Sunray. Sunray's dope.
Shout out, honey. She says shout out right back. She's right here with me.
I heard her earlier when we were backstage.
So, I want to remind my viewers right now, go ahead and ask any questions you guys might have. But I know you were super excited, Kryptik, to just come on and update us on a lot of stuff that has progressed since the last time you've been on. It's been, I'm going to say, 4 or 5 months or so since the show, and you've done quite a bit. So update us, girl. Tell us what the heck has been going on.
Yeah, so I think the last time that I was on was actually right before I had a pretty bad relationship that I went through. So surprise, he's gone. And like I actually just got, me and Yo-Yo booked to our first national tour. So like we're gonna be going to a couple of different states that, I'm super excited about. I
Wait,
have
is Colorado one of them?
I do not
wish.
think Colorado is one of the states.
Damn it. That's all right. Next time.
I think we're still booking though. I think we're still booking for a couple of dates. I'll have to double check with the other people that I'm going on tour with, or that we're going on tour with, but I think we're still booking for one day.
All right. Didn't mean to interrupt. I just got know if I needed to be super excited or not. So you're going on tour. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're completely okay. If not Colorado, I think we do have actually a couple of places that are close to that area. I can double check. I'll send you the show flyer, or like the tour flyer too afterwards.
Yes, please do, because I will be more than happy to share that around on the hype to give you guys extra promo. If there's anyone watching, you as well, Yo-Yo, you got some kind of dance. You guys got anyone watching this show and is looking for free promo, whether you are a guest or otherwise, hit me up in a nice, friendly manner. Don't just send me some random picture and be like, hey, share this. Let's have a conversation. Let's network. Let's connect. And let's get your guys' promotion and your shows out there to some eyes.
Also, we're looking for, speaking of promo, any sponsors. Maybe someone who has a clothing brand and they want us to maybe rep their clothing brand and can help us collab with an outfit so we can, kind of represent their company and, work for each other. Obviously, it's going to cost money to go on tour with traveling expenses. So if anyone has
Say less.
a big company and would like to sponsor us gas and we could put their sticker on our car or something while we drive, like we're definitely out here looking for sponsorships.
Absolutely.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, no, my other affiliation, Artsy Fartsy, would be absolutely happy to jump on board and help you guys, sponsor you guys any way that I can.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you.
Of course, man. Of course. It's all love here. We've gone through some shit. We all, we've gone through some shit, been through some shit, but it's clear who, is able to come out of the shit looking a little better than others and can mend friendships in a, adult manner. But anyway, let's get back to this tour. We keep getting a little, not so much distracted, but off track.
Well, shade was thrown, not even just some shade, but the whole forest.
Hey, people want to know. I'm not going to touch on it, but I will touch on it a little bit. That's what I mean. If you know, you know. It is what it is.
We vibing.
Exactly. We're on some higher level shit here. So when does this tour start?
So the tour will officially start in March. I do believe that the first date of it is March 15th. I will have to double check, but I'm pretty sure it is March 15th, and it starts in Kentucky.
Nice. Do you I know you said you're still booking, but do you know how many shows you guys have so far?
I do believe we have 9.
Nice. That's a pretty good that's a pretty good little tour.
I'm super excited about it. This will also be like my first like official tour as well. Like not only are we going to be hitting like a couple of different states, but like this is also going to be like my first tour. Like shout out to the outsiders and Bad Idea, also Zay Perez. Like this is a hell of an honor.
Yes,
I'm happy to be there right
congratulations.
by our side because, you always need a wingman woman.
And I'm not gonna lie, I have separation anxiety from my best friend. Like that's why we're like never apart for too long. Like she said she lives 10 minutes down the street and we go to yoga together damn near every day. So like we're always together.
That is awesome. That is awesome. What do you guys have planned for the future? I mean, outside of the tour, I have a question for you, Yo-Yo. Are you going to be DJ dancer only, or is there a possibility you could dabble your feet into making music?
Well, I mean, like I've written a couple of songs, but I've never. My voice sounds like a deflated balloon. Like anytime I try and sing, like I lose my voice. Like I was I was in choir and drama club, and I never got any sort of lead singing role. Like, that's just not my God given talent. It's
I
um
love your voice.
so I have a hard time hitting notes. It just always ends up like so I don't really see myself. I feel like, we each have a role, and her role is the singer rapper, and I'm not trying to like.
You're good being hype chick.
Yeah, I am funny
Trying to
though.
get
Like
her
I
on a
can make
song.
some jokes and talk someone's ear off, and definitely leave you smiling. Um, but I
No,
feel like you
that
definitely changed the radio station if you had to listen to me sing.
you never know, and you don't necessarily have to sing. Hey, just go in there and maybe you're a rapper. You never know. Because you don't need to hold a tune to rap.
Yeah, like I'll do like the chorus. I'll be there for her chorus and the, like, like the hypeness where you're in the background, like when I say cryptic, you say chaos, cryptic chaos. Something like that. Um, chorus where needed.
I have a feeling by watching this one over here that it's gonna happen. I have a feeling whether you want it to or not.
I mean, I guess I could use a microphone with auto tune.
Hey, yeah, you'd be surprised what you can do with some effects on
We were
She
these.
hanging out at
hates
my
on
friend's studio
herself
the
too
other day, and
much.
I did
Don't
make
get
up a
me
little
wrong. She
melody.
has a good voice. Don't let her fool you. She has a good voice. I've personally heard her sing. I listen to her sing in the car all the time.
Yeah, it's the have to get over that initial self-doubt.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Absolutely.
Just like
So
she hypes me up, I'll always be here to hype her up.
that's what we're about here. Heck yeah. We're about hyping people up here. So what about you, Kryptik? What can we expect from you in the future as far as music? You got some stuff coming up for us or some more videos? What you got?
So I am going to be doing a surprise drop tomorrow, actually. If you guys know me and know what I stand for, what's going on in our political world right now is not something that I stand for, especially being a Hispanic woman myself. I am going to stand up to ICE. So Truce of the Nation Part 2 will be dropping tomorrow at our show right after our performance.
All right. I've heard you talking about this. I myself am a little unfamiliar. Is this going to be a song? Is this a podcast or like a vlog you do?
No,
What
this
is
is a
this?
song. This is a rap song.
Okay.
So Truce of the Nation was like the first political rap song that I ever put out. I had like really been watching the news and seeing updates and got really like really mad. Did a lot of research into it and found a beat and talked about a bunch of shit. Basically accused the government of like kind of covering up for Epstein's Island and everything, which we all know is the truth now. And this one's coming a little bit harder towards like ICE and Trump as far as calling Trump a Nazi. So
Hmm. Definitely going to be listening to this one. I'm going
I'm
to go check
excited
out the
about
other
it.
one too. That's for sure. So another question, maybe I just don't understand your posts or I'm stupid, but do you have a vlog or something along those lines that you do?
I do. So, I wouldn't necessarily like I used to like fully call it a podcast because I used to do like music interviews and different things like that as well. But now it's just kind of me going live and ranting and raving about what's going on in the world or what's going on in our communities. Different things that we need to be aware of. I haven't done it a lot here recently, but I call it Kryptik's crash out moments now. So it went from being dead talk with a clown to Kryptik's crash outs.
Okay. All right. Now, um, not to get too deep into any of this stuff here, because it honestly makes me a little nervous. But do you have any plans of protesting or going and putting what do you want to accomplish or help, I guess, accomplish if possible in with this movement, with this song, and in your community against this current state of our country?
I had
Do you
the
have
same
any?
question, so very good question.
I
I
want to
said
bring
she's very
awareness.
brave for making the song. I was like, you're so courageous, and I love that about you.
I want to bring awareness. Basically, the way that I see it, our generation voted for a man that's full and well willing to strip our rights away from us, i.e., Roe versus Wade, different, circumstances like that, trying to put an end to Black History Month. I'm not okay with that, especially, they can't find our missing children, but they can sure as fuck find and detain a whole bunch of children that they feel are illegal in a stolen country. So, like I feel like people from our generation really need to start educating ourselves more and looking deeper into it instead of just believing a social media post or just believing what you see on, the news or online or anything like that. Because what you don't realize is a lot of things that were enacted back when I was in elementary school have now been taken away, and a lot of the things that you see and hear on the media, you cannot take at face value anymore. The news is not here to inform you, it's here to make you panic.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you no longer hear about the good things that are going on in the news. That's why all you hear about are the bad things. I remember being a kid and hearing about, oh, this is what's going on in this town. They're celebrating this, da 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 da, all the accomplishments of, some of the high schoolers that were on the team, different things like that. Nowadays, all you hear about is murder and crime, drugs, politics. There's a reason for that, and I do talk about that in Truth to the Nation, but, like, my main goal with it is I want my generation to be more educated, and I hopefully with a lot of these movements, especially with getting TikTok banned and a lot of our free speech being taken away from us right in front of our eyes, and then our For You pages changing, that hopefully a lot of my generation's eyes will start opening up and realizing that you can't believe everything you see. And they're not here, to help you. There's a reason that they call politicians, liars. They're bull welling and able to lie to you to get your vote. They just want your money.
Yep. Uh, I agree with everything you said. That is absolutely 100% correct. Unfortunately, we are conditioned to think that what we see on the news is what we are supposed to believe, and that's absolutely not the case. I don't think, I think 1% of what you see on the news is actual newsworthy information. The rest of it has been so exaggerated, it's and blown out of proportion or manipulated, you cannot believe any of it. And then on the flip side, like you said, you have so many things coming at you on social media from every angle, right, left, I'm in the middle, you're wrong, I'm right. And then you pile on top of that the huge upcoming of AI, and literally nothing you see on the internet is real.
Mm-mm.
It's somewhat terrifying. It's really hard to navigate what you should take as truth, what you should take as false, and what is literally just completely fabricated, made up. It's it's a hard it's a hard world to be living in right now for any generation. Like, you guys are a little bit younger, and you know social media is built ingrained into you from day one, and that it's not your fault. It's just how it's the generation you guys were raised in. So to be able to, for you guys specifically, to watch the transition between AI entering this and trying to figure out what is real and fake, and on the news on top of that, and just, I feel so sorry for you guys. I really do. It has got to be so goddamn confusing for the younger generation, because it's confusing. It's fucking confusing for me, and I got to I got to see a lot of this political stuff before social media had such a major impact on it, and it's changed everything, and it unfortunately has not been for the better. So whatever you light you can shine on this topic, and especially for your generation, because they're going to listen to you. Your age bracket is going to see someone of your age talking about our current political status, and they're going to resonate with you. You're going to whatever you're going to say in this track is going to reach someone in some way, and I already know that for a fact. You're going to reach a group of people who understand you, and I hope that you make an impact with whatever you have to say, and that your friends and your fans really soak it up and hear it, because I feel like you are the one to spread that truth and not the bullshit, you know?
Thank you. I really
Yeah,
do appreciate that.
I know you get a lot of shit all the time. I see it all the time. People, are trying to bring you down because you're open with your voice and you want to be heard and you have things to say. And people are always trying to knock you down and be like, you're an artist, focus on your music, keep that shit out of the spotlight. But in
Like,
today's
what do you know? You're just a little girl.
Exactly, but in today's atmosphere, in today's world, we need people like you to speak up and
Mm-hmm.
talk for those people who literally can't, who are hiding in their house right now because they're afraid to go outside and be sent to a goddamn concentration camp, all right? Like,
They
you need people.
are. It's scary.
It's
Speaking
very
fucking
of, I don't
scary.
mean to
terrifying.
cut in, but I do just I do kind of want to talk to your viewers for a minute speaking on that. Just a
Please.
friendly reminder, it is not illegal to yell La Migra whenever you are around um, police officials or ICE. It is not illegal as a US citizen to run to help somebody else avoid ICE. They cannot detain you as a legal US citizen. And there is such thing as a red card. If you would like any more information on what a red card is, you can either Google it or I would be more than happy to send you information on it myself. Um, but please, this means a lot to me. This is also, like I've said previously, I am Hispanic. This does affect me and my family as well. There's no reason that I should be fearful. Also, as a legal U.S. citizen, having to tell my family before I leave the house that, if you cannot find me or locate me, call the police officials or detainment centers. So please keep in mind that everybody is human, and also keep in mind for the people that are sitting there arguing about it, we're on stolen land.
Yes. Yeah. This is probably more than likely going to be one of the most controversial podcasts we have because this is the first time we have talked political stuff on a hype show. But on what you just said, I will tap in. Not a goddamn single one of us people living here on this, what we call the United States of America, is a fucking native unless you're a goddamn Indian. And I stand on that. If
110%.
we're gonna fucking deport people, then you need to deport every single fucking one of us.
Exactly. Facts.
It is. Go educate yourself. Get outside of your political standing for a minute and just go do some history research. That's it. Take the politics out of it and go do some history research, and what you will find will probably blow your mind and change your entire view on what's happening right now because, like they have said, we do not own this land. This is not our fucking land. We do not own it, no matter how white. I am whitewashed as fuck, but my family comes from fucking Spain. So deport my ass too. You know what? I don't care what I look like. I don't care what you look like. None of us are native to this country. And anyone who believes otherwise, go do some fucking history research because you're stupid. I said it. You're stupid.
I am
And don't
also
believe the first
Mexican.
thing that you read on the internet. Make sure you're fact checking yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I love that as an artist, she speaks out on real political topics. Kryptik, that she speaks out and talks about real issues because with her art, she's allowing people to heal, which I am a firm believer as using art as a healing tool. So right here, it's just such a huge impact on how being an artist can heal. Not only
Absolutely.
yourself, but it gives people a visual and like a sensory way to hear and see how you can use art as a way to process problems, explain, and find a solution sometimes for these problems. Like, through her art, she's able to tell people about the red card, and like, you're able to like make a statement that makes sense that none of us are native, and just like through creating her masterpiece, she's allowing herself to heal and allowing other people to find a way to follow her path or make their own path similar to also be able to feel safe and heal.
Yes. Yes.
And I love
Ex-
that.
I love that you brought that up because it was actually a good question I was about to ask. When making this song, was it a healing process for you? Were you able to get some emotions out that you couldn't otherwise verbally express? I mean, I guess it's still verbally, but you know what I mean.
Definitely, I feel like when I make my more political music that my voice gets heard a lot louder than just me sitting here like talking to y'all. Not necessarily in a sense that like you guys personally don't listen to me, but I feel like as a female that is 23 years old, especially being Hispanic and being an anarchist, because like don't get it wrong, I don't lean left, I don't lean right, I don't think that the government should have any business in what I do, unless I am violating a law or anything like that. I genuinely am, I want to see the government not be here. um and I know that that's probably not the best thing to come on the record and say, but I mean, anybody who knows me or has seen my tattoos, like, 110% that that's what I stand for, or has listened to my music for a while. Um, but this song not only means a lot to me, but did help me heal in a sense of it brought my anger back in the right areas. Instead of letting myself get angry about the minor things, it's helping me push my anger towards the things that deserve to have anger. Instead of
Mhm.
having more like stress and anger in my life, now I'm having, anger towards why are they doing this to us? Why are we not taking a stand? Why are we not saying anything?
Right. So it basically it kind of put things in perspective in a sense, like there's a bigger world out there than, oh shit, they fucked up my McDonald's order.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
for real.
Because I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, I guess I'm the type of person. I have borderline personality disorder, and I also have autism, so it makes daily living pretty fucking difficult. I'm the type of person to get angry over the small things, and it's hard to pull myself out of those episodes. If you can bring somebody of that stature that's easily upsettable to the point where they're not getting upset at those things anymore, but they're getting upset over the things that deserve to get upset about, you fucked up.
It's it, it's so your emotion is incredible to me. You wear it on your sleeve and you don't hide it from anyone, and I think that's what makes you so authentic.
Mhm.
I'm right here in this interview. I just, I can see the way you feel, the way you react, and your entire body language change when it's a topic that you feel, strongly about. We started out this show big smiles, and not that we're not smiling and having fun now, but the entire just watching you, I can see how much, you know energy and stuff it takes from you and how much it means to you. And what I'm trying to say is I keep doing what you do and keep putting your real authentic self out there, because
It's hard.
it
Being a
is.
Latino woman, we are right under the totem pole, like Latino woman and then Black woman. Like we're almost right at the bottom. So it's very hard being a small, short Latino woman, and she's very brave. And the thing she says gives me the chills because she talks about things live that I'm afraid to talk about in silence behind
Mhm.
closed doors with nobody around. I love that.
Exactly. That's exactly what you said it for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're not afraid to talk about the shit that people can't even talk about in behind closed doors, and we need that voice, and for it to be coming from someone as young as you, props to you, and keep doing that, please.
Most definitely. My motto is, and I've told Yo-Yo this so many times when she's asked me this, like why do you talk about the things that you talk about in your music? My motto is, if I don't say it, who else will?
Yeah.
If I
I'm
don't talk
afraid
about
to
it,
say
who
it.
else will?
So now that we've had a couple months go by and some pretty big happenings going down, a couple questions I want to ask and see if they are still the same as before. What is your favorite song right now out of your catalog?
Ooh, out of my catalog? Um, It's definitely changed since the last time we've talked. I would have to say, like, are we talking about released right now or unreleased? Because I have.
We could do unreleased if it's your favorite song.
So right now, I'm actually in the process of working with another artist on this song. I still have to send them over everything, and I'm gonna be re-recording it. But this song is called "Undesirable." And this song is specifically for any woman who has been through any type of domestic violence situation, has been victimized, has been a victim of SA. This song is specifically for you guys, especially as somebody that has been through these situations myself. It's definitely been a healing journey. So I would definitely have to say that right now, this is my favorite song so far.
Nice. All right. Now for you, Yo-Yo, what's your favorite song? Whether it be one of Kryptik's or just anything. What is one song right now currently that you keep finding yourself hitting repeat?
I love Coil Ray parties. I don't know. I just feel like I really relate to it a lot. You know, she just talks about living like this lavish life and just having all these people around. And then it's just like, sometimes it just becomes way too much to like live that lavish life. But like, you just keep going with it and it's still fun. And I always find myself putting Coil Ray on. And I just love her style, the way she moves, the sound of her voice. And she's my go-to. I'm still learning all the songs to Kryptik's. So I know some of them, and I do have some favorites, but I don't know the name of them. I probably know the lyrics a little bit better than I know the names of the songs.
Hey, we're not going to dock you here because I run a music podcast and I am the worst at remembering the names of tracks. So,
Right, I've only listened to her songs about 10 times. I've listened to Coil Ray's songs about 150 times, so that's why. I've
Dude, it's
known
okay.
Coil
Sometimes
Ray
I forget the
on the
names of
radio
my
just a
own
little bit
songs.
longer.
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff to keep up with all the names of all these songs. There's thousands of them out there, so it's not an easy task. So, another one of our, I guess, repeat questions for you, Kryptik. Now, what are your 5-year plans?
Oh, okay, that's definitely changed. So the things that I said previously that I wanted to accomplish, I have accomplished within within less than a year.
That's
So
amazing.
Yeah,
it's
Hell yeah.
definitely
exactly.
surprised me. So I would say definitely I want to at least have, a solidified, clothing brand. That's like a dream of mine. I've started to kind of work on that here recently. I've always wanted to since I was a kid, but like was always told and like kind of always had friends that did it. So like I didn't want to like outshine them or like, overshadow or anything like that, so I don't want, I didn't want to ever interfere with that. But like I want to do that for my merch eventually as well. Like, I want a bunch of my people to like eventually be a part of that once I can afford it, because I don't want to throw too many people on my team and not be able to afford to pay for their services or what they do as well. I don't feel like that's fair or anything like that. And right now, I'm just starting out, so like I'm making money, but I'm not making money, so I need to keep that in mind as well. But like eventually, like for my 5-year plan, I definitely do want to have a team. Like I want to have something, built, and I'm just starting, but that's eventually what I want.
Hey, that sounds awesome. All right, your turn. What is your 5-year plan, Yo-Yo?
So I know where I want to be in 30 years. And in the meantime, I'm just trying to
Well,
take
whoa, whoa,
every
whoa, whoa.
opportunity that
In
I
30
can to.
years, hold up, I gotta stop you. You're 69 now, so in 30 years,
Yeah.
99. All right.
My...
When you're 100 years old, you're going to be doing what? Continue?
So being a Latina woman, down to the totem pole where people don't listen to us, I want to be a doctor, and I feel like there's no point in being a doctor now, looking with my young face, my young attitude, because people, I feel like, don't take me seriously sometimes. And I think that's why I developed such like a giddy personality, because I want to be a doctor, but people aren't going to want to take my advice. So I don't want to be a doctor until I start having gray hair and like wrinkles when I look credible. And I want to be in the field of art. I want to be a holistic healer, and I want to prescribe art as medicine. So I really want to have the older look when I start doing that, so that way I can be taken more seriously, because I just feel like with my baby face, I'm just not taken seriously. And like art truly does heal, and like if more people did art, like I feel like we would have a happier, a healthier world, and more sane, and a lot less anger. And I feel like there would be so much peace and internal healing, and there would be a lot less drugs and drug addiction. But as a Latino woman, I feel like I can't get my voice out. So in 30 years, I want to be a doctor prescribing art as medicine. So I don't really know how to get there. So I'm kind of just taking every artistic opportunity that I can in the meantime to get there. So hopefully I have a fat stack of cash, maybe, so I can pay to go back to college. So in 3 years from now, hopefully, I don't know, maybe think about getting a fish. Maybe, I don't know.
Getting a fish.
I just feel like 3 years is so short from now that like
It
I don't
really
even
is, though, honestly.
like. I feel like I'm happy and content with my life right now. That like if I'm doing exactly what I'm still doing now, like working with Kryptik, doing art. I'm a mom of 3 kids, like still being a mom, still being able to pay my bills. Like if I'm in the exact same spot I am now, but with just a little bit more money in my bank account, I think I'll be happy. Even if I had a little bit, I don't know. So pretty, and then 5 years from now, hopefully a new house, because I live in the hood. So like it'd be cool. Like I know Kryptik said she wants to build a team and stuff. It'd be cool if we could get like a big. When I was younger, I used to live in these like warehouse apartments, and like I was part of a girl group, and me and a bunch of my friends all lived like in the same apartment, but we all had like our own little studio spot. So in like 3 to 5 years from now, it'd be cool if like I had a bigger house where like me and all my artist friends could like live together again. And like we could have like the studio and the art place, and like a place for like our kids to be, like it almost sounds like a commune type thing, but like, if you're working with artists and you need a team in a village, like it's really nice when everyone's right together, living together, and not only working together, but living together and succeeding together and pushing each other in positive ways. So it'd be cool to live with my friend so I could be a part of her team in 3 to 5 years.
It's crazy. I can't help but notice I've done so many of these, and I don't get that answer necessarily, but I have noticed that that is a very common dream or want within music communities. I have heard so many people just be like, I want to have a massive house, a fucking farm, and just have all my music homies living with me, and we be having fucking barbecues and parties, making music, and all of our kids. Like, that is I'm going to go out on a limb here and say almost every single music artist or promoters or anyone in the music industry's dream is to just have a big ass house with all your closest music buddies with you. I swear to God.
It works.
Everybody wants that. You guys, let's make it happen. We need to quit dreaming here, and someone needs to pull the trigger and open this music. We're gonna call it a commune, because the other C word probably won't go over so well.
That's what I used to call my fan base. I mean, they kind of loved it.
Hey, there's a few of us who labeled ourselves as that too, but we loved it. Others not so much.
The harder I try to be normal and fit in society, the more I look at myself in reflection. I'm like, I'm such a hippie chick. Like, yeah. Like
And I
peace,
mean,
love,
it's all fun
flowers, and
and games.
art.
I mean, and
It's
it's
not like
all
we're actually
love.
drinking Kool-Aid, guys.
And it's not
Calm
Exactly,
down.
exactly.
Kool-Aid.
We're not really over here drinking Kool-Aid. It's, we really love each other. That's all.
And not love each other, guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't.
God damn it. Do you see how hard? Okay. How many puns can we get out of this conversation alone? We're not loving each other that way. We're not drinking Kool-Aid. I probably should just shut up because I keep sticking my foot in my mouth. Oh shit. Oh, here is a question I have added to my list recently actually. Um how do you maintain your fan base?
I don't know.
That's fair enough because I don't either. That's why I was asking the question.
Um, the best way that I can necessarily say, I would I really like to engage. Like I like to pick people's brains. Like I like to see how people think. As a kid I was always interested in like psychology and stuff like that. So like I always hyper fixated and I was one of those kids. um But, like, I like to engage with people because, like I said, I like to see how they think. So, like, I'm always, like, posting pictures or trying to post, like, a deep quote or talking, like, using my voice to speak on things, like, because it always brings some type of, conversation or I get to meet somebody new or meet somebody that I used to know.
Right. And now you might remember this question, but it's the flip side of that one. I want to see if it's changed any since then. How do you handle those haters?
Fuck 'em. I make a diss track.
I make a diss track. I think that was pretty close to the same answer as last time. I think you were a little more. You came with it a little bit more last time. I'm gonna tell you what it is, but it was pretty similar. I'm gonna make a diss track and I'm gonna tell you what the fuck is up.
It always seems like the biggest haters are the ones that are like closest to us, almost. Like the
That
ones that
is
like
the biggest truth ever, ever. Guaranteed.
they're
Piece of
like sometimes
advice that
I
I was
almost feel
ever
like they're
told.
ashamed to support what like a young female artist has going on because they don't have the courage or skills, mostly the courage to do it themselves. So instead of them being like, yeah, I agree with you and I like what you're doing, they're just like, how could you do this? How could you do this? I can't believe you're doing this. And it's the people closest to you, I feel like, that
It
hurt you the
is.
most almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately I can guarantee that your biggest hater is absolutely in your friends list right now and probably talks to you maybe not on a daily basis, but you've had multiple conversations with them and you just haven't they haven't quite given you that little that made you realize, wait a minute. But I promise you, you're talking to them and they're watching you and you are friends right now. So, you know what? Watch out for those serpents and snakes.
Just remember, if you want to reveal the truth, you gotta be willing to cut the grass.
That's right.
It's
It's
so
another
much
thing.
work to like I feel like be a hater.
For real.
Do we just lose Yo-Yo?
Seeing as her video is here, I'm not sure if we completely lost her, so she might tap in again. But what advice? I want you to give these upcoming artists some advice.
If you feel it in your stomach that you should do it, but everybody's telling you not to, do the damn thing. Because the only person's word that matters is your own. If you feel like you can do it, if you feel like you want to do it, if it's not, a disgusting behavior, do it. You've got this.
And it's okay to ask for help.
And if the
Yes.
people that you ask for help are not willing to give you advice, there is always somebody that is willing to. You just have to find your people.
And usually I feel like the reaching out to strangers, I feel like is almost a better option than reaching out to the people around you. Because like you said, the one who's going to be your biggest hater is the one watching you now. So if you reach out to the people that are in your close circle, you're probably going to get the worst advice. But if you reach out to like a stranger, and me and Kryptik were strangers not too long ago, and we reached out to each other and boom, instant mesh.
Yep. But now we're inseparable.
Anyone that I've tried to work with before, me as a DJ, and like try to work with artists that like I knew personally first as friends, I feel like everything just went real sour real fast because they knew right where to get under my skin. So sometimes I feel like some of the best results I get are from strangers because they're willing to tell you straight and flat how it is. They are not biased.
Exactly. That was exactly what the biggest point is unfortunately within trying to figure out who your haters are and who your real friends are, you're also going to have those people who are going to give you bad advice on purpose, and then you're going to have your actual real friends who are going to sugarcoat it for you because well, they're your friends and they don't want to hurt your feelings. So outside advice from strangers, I love that as advice. That is great advice.
Someone who is credible to give the advice, not just any random stranger walking down the street. Like if you need health advice, obviously reach out to like some sort of doctor or find someone that's in the field. If you need music advice, reach out to an artist in the music field that you've never talked to before. Like
don't go to a doctor looking for advice on music and take the advice thinking that they know what they're talking about, please.
Unless, and even this is iffy now, unless that doctor is Dre. But even then, that's still kind of up in the air now. So
as long as it's a doctor and music.
Yeah. Let's see here. What is one of the biggest obstacles you've had to overcome being an artist? Oh, hi.
Hi. Definitely would have to say, as a female artist and with the type of music I make, being a female artist, I get roped into my music being like other female rappers. And no hate, no shade to them. Like I definitely listen to them myself, but it definitely hurts my pride a little bit having my music, compared to music talking about, drugs and popping pussy and shit like that. So
yeah, I hope this isn't a little too personal, but do you feel like it's all just because of your appearance that you get kind of labeled or branded into those categories?
I definitely do feel that way. I definitely feel like people will expect that, like when I come up on a stage, especially because I do have, like I said, have a background in dancing myself. Like I'm coming up there, like ready to go, like I'm at the club type shit. So they're expecting that type of music from me, and then they hear this political shit, or they hear, the therapeutic rap coming from me, and they're like, "Is this the same person?"
That leads me into another good question, actually. Have you excuse me, have you noticed a difference in how people interact with you when you are painted versus this version of you?
I have. So I actually get a lot better of a time of people like actually vibing with my stuff when I just do my normal makeup than when I do my paint. However, I still love my paint. Regardless, I will always wear my paint. But I've definitely noticed that people will take me a lot more seriously whenever I wear my paint, and they'll be like, "Oh, this bitch is up to something. She's about to spit some real shit," type shit. But a lot of people will also leave when they see, a girl in full fucking, paint getting ready to go up on stage, you're like, oh, she's one of those.
She's one of those. Do you think? I guess. Does your music still get categorized in that same category when you're painted versus unpainted? Do you know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
absolutely.
yeah. So even if you're going up on stage and you're fully painted, you're jugged out, you're fucking repping, this hardcore shit. You there's still it's putting you over there with like these pussy popping bitches is I've been out of the jug scene for a minute. I'm gonna come clean and just fucking say it. I don't know what it's like there anymore. It's been a minute.
Unfortunately, because of another artist that I'm currently beefing with right now, that is something that I've really had to deal with. Because she thinks making horrorcore cute and sexy is a good thing. And it irritates me. On top
Oh,
of, like trying to front who she is and friends with a bunch of people that completely go against what being a juggalo is, i.e., Nazis. So,
uh, all right. What are some of this is for both of you. Either one of you can go first. You can fight over it this time. What are your hobbies outside of music and dance?
Nothing.
Nothing.
you have no go.
Aspiring to be a fish owner.
I'm a Pisces.
I do makeup and hair. I do a little bit of clothing work. I also do painting and stuff like that. Um, I don't really like to leave my room, but I do a lot of modeling. So those are just some of my other side hustles that I do.
Same.
All right.
I do like to take my kids to the library or the park and walk dogs. That's the only difference. Everything she said, same answer. Just
All right. So now, we're just gonna kind of bullshit. Who are your inspirations? Who are your favorite artists right now? Musically, or even if they're, a
I like
different type of
Kendrick
artist.
Lamar today. He's pretty good. Um, Chip the Ripper is a local homie. He's pretty cool. Cody Manson's also a local homie. He's pretty cool. And Keith Stone. So I'm gonna shout out to the local homies. Of course, I like the City Girls, little with Glorilla and Meg the Stallion. Those are just.
Oh, we lost her again.
What about you, Kryptik?
Likewise, shout out to Keystone, Cody Manson, Chip the Ripper. I also am really big into Snow the Product here recently, and a lot of like hardstyle EDM music. Um, a lot of their names are really hard to pronounce, so I don't want to even try to butcher them. But I've definitely been getting into like a lot of more like hardstyle music, a lot more dubstep.
Oh yes, I forgot about the DJ music.
Yeah, and do a lot of that.
Skrillex, RL
Tech
Grime.
Nine, ICP, Twisted. I still got love for them.
I would say my favorite
More
dubstep artist is
damn.
RL Grime.
I need to.
Oh, Borgore for sure.
I need to get in tune with some more music that's not underground rap and horrorcore. I don't know
Kendrick Lamar.
shit. Well, yeah, I know Kendrick Lamar. I guess.
I guess.
If it's on there, I guess. I mean, I've heard it, but I don't know how much of the recent stuff I've heard. I'm not gonna lie. I
It
don't
like
even.
makes you dance no
If
matter
it's
what. Every time you hear Kendrick, you're just like, oh, everybody's body just starts like doing this every time. I don't even know what he's saying half the time. I'm just
I
like, oh my
haven't.
god, my body won't stop moving.
I have not listened to music outside of my underground community in so long. Uh, I really should not be doing this podcast if we're going to be honest. I know my shit when it comes to the underground, but you talk about Kendrick, Meg The Stallion, and all that shit, and I'm like,
Oh, I
I
mean,
know,
honestly,
I know Beyonce won the Grammy for fucking Best Country Award. That's all I
I
know.
know what was that. I was like, when did she start singing country?
Yeah. So I'm extremely curious to know how this happens and how this all works because you can't help but notice the entire internet going, "Wait a minute, how? She sucks." But how did she win if every single person is like, "No."
It's
How
just
the
like
fuck?
voting for the president. Like it's all rigged and scammed for
It's
sure.
Yeah.
all
Like
rigged.
those are favorites and chosen, and like people who know the people that are gonna pull the strings for her. That's how I feel.
Kendrick I think Sit Down and Be Humble, right? Is that one of his? That's one of
Uh-huh.
his. Yeah, that's no,
I don't know. Whenever
no.
people like ask you what kind of music you like, I try and like think of mainstream things so that way people can like know what style I like per se. Because when you start naming people who are underground, they're just like
People ask the people when they ask me, it's literally if you haven't heard of Tech Nine, then you don't know anybody else I'm about to list, or it's gonna be old school fucking rock, fucking Limp Bizkit type shit. So you got to be.
I mean, I feel like those are both mainstream names too.
Tech is pretty. I mean, he doesn't want to be considered that, but yes, that's pretty mainstream now. And Limp for sure. He's just a little older and fucking grandpa now.
He's a grandpa now. That's hot.
That's I actually the what he his last album is like dad vibes or some shit like that. He's full white beard.
Yeah,
It's crazy shit.
aging like fine wine.
Heck yeah, just like me.
I feel like you like being able
And
to listen to
you
the
being
underground
all
artist is more
69 and
important.
shit. Diddy is king. Shut up, Cameron. You're an idiot. You smart ass.
You
He's
know, it's the underground
joking.
music that is really going to change the world.
It is. It is.
Like I know
Especially
Snow
now
Dakota.
with
She's an
all of
independent Latino rapper, and she's pretty underground. But I feel like she's almost mainstream for as far as she's gotten as an independent underground artist. And a lot of her music also like is very strong and powerful.
yeah, well, and that's what you're saying, underground, I feel like underground is really where it's at and where it's going to be just because of all of the Hollywood chaos that's going on, It's in movies, it's in music. Every single person that we want to look up to that is mainstream like that is fucking corrupt, unfortunately, and that leaves the underground to come clean up the mess and show people what, hopefully the real ones will come up, and by real ones I mean real good-hearted ones will come up and be like, look, this is what music is and is supposed to be, and it's not about millions of dollars and fucking trafficking and doing weird shit with kids and all that fucking disgustingness. Like there's real people still out there still trying to make music great.
Yeah. It's just the government doesn't let people rise up sometimes.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure
Like
Kryptik's
YouTube
gonna
will put
tell
a
us all
stop on
about
your
that in that
videos.
track tomorrow, huh?
Like you'll get flagged for trying to like freedom of speech. I've
Oh,
seen people
I
get flagged before for trying to like just announce the truth.
yes, I've actually had one of my podcasts been my guest was absolutely completely removed from my show. They have that power. I don't know how, but he was speaking on some real Black Lives Matter shit, and they removed his ass from my show, and he was not able to come back on. It was not happening. Real shit.
Um,
Yep, they are fucking watching people, even little people. They weren't watching me, they were watching him, but they nixed that shit in the butt, so stay true, stay fucking honest, and say what you gotta say, even if they cut your ass off. Get it out there,
absolutely.
people. Fuck. All right, you guys. I am nearing the last two questions of my show. So, to the few viewers who just popped in, go ahead and if you guys got any questions, drop those questions in the comments. And for you two, this is your floor. Do any shout outs you guys want to give? Any upcoming shows that we already haven't covered? Anything. If you got news, you got something to say, take it away.
I do want to give a big shout out to Bake with Love. I love those guys so much. Make sure that you guys come get your baked goods from us. I want to give a shout out to Mad Wag Jackson. Thank you for allowing me to come back on. It's a pleasure always to be on here. I want to give a shout out to Cradle to the Grave Records as a signed artist to them. I also want to give a shout out to Brian Puffinger and the What is Normal tour team. Super fucking excited to be a part of it. It's gonna be a blast. And I want to give a shout out to Yo Yo because I love you, dude. Like it's genuinely a blessing to be able to work with you. And I just want to give a shout out to all my family and my entire community because I would not be here if it was not for you guys.
Right
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Well, thank you. Yo Yo, anyone you'd
Also,
like to shout out?
appreciation to Mad Whack and Kryptik for sure for having me here and allowing me to talk about art and healing and be a part of the journey. Shout out to my kids for like finding photos of me and being like, Mom, you're a rock star. Like, keep doing what you gotta do in life. And I'm just like, you guys see the real me. So shout out to my kids for seeing the real me and loving me. And one of my best friends, Wada, it is his birthday coming up. He's really also pushed me in the right direction musically. And a couple close friends of mine that have really supported me, and just people in my community reminding me who I am and not to give up, because it is so hard to want to just give up your artistic journey and just throw in the flag and surrender, because at the end of the day the art is really going to conquer all. So I appreciate a lot of really close friends I have in my life. I could sit here and name them all day, but
Oh yeah.
I'd feel bad forgetting. I would probably leave someone out and forget.
Oh,
I guess I'll
yeah.
shout out Mike for helping me in a lot of ways too. That's it.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Well, before I get to my last two questions, I want you guys to go ahead and just drop your social medias, let them know where they can find you if they are not already following, and if they differ across platforms.
All my social media handles are the same. It's Kryptik with a 1 for an I at the end, Chaos with a 0 for an O, and music. So it's just at Kryptik Chaos Music.
One last shout out though, some of my teachers, especially my art therapy teacher, Jennifer Schwartz, because I always hear her voice in the back of my head. So shout out to her. But my everything is Yo-Yo Flowers, YOYOFLOWERS, across everything. That's me.
All right. We did have one question come in right here. My buddy Widow, aka Cameron, would like to know if you are open to working with other artists.
Always. I love collaborating with new artists.
Power comes
There
in
you go.
numbers, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, there you go, Cameron. So, my last two questions, you guys. Kryptik, you might know, so I'm going to hit Yo-Yo with these ones first.
Okay.
All right. Because this is Hype as Fuck podcast, I need you to answer this with all your hypeness and pretty much reenact that bitch. But I need to know what your most hype moment is. I don't care what it was, but just something in your life that is like, this was hype as fuck.
Probably being on stage with my hula hoop, go-go dancing with it was Gangsta's Paradise. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. Coolio. I was on stage with Coolio, go-go dancing, and I just never felt so cool in my life.
You were
and
on
then the after
stage with
party, like I would just got to hang out, like, and it was just so fun because I just got so much recognition and appreciation. And I had my girl group. We were called the Bomb Squad. And then, like, rest in peace to Coolio. So I feel like he really put a solid rock in my trail of go-go dancing. So
heck yeah, that sounds pretty damn hype. That is something to be proud of. I don't think there's many people who can say they've got to do that. I only know one, and I just met him. All right, so Kryptik, your most hype moment.
Let's see. I'm gonna pick a different one than I did last time. Um, let's see. Okay, so I was laying in bed, and like this is like for my tour announcement. So I was laying in my bed, and I was on the phone with one of my homegirls, and we were just kind of like, talking, BSing, catching up because we hadn't been talking for a while, and life happens sometimes. But I get this text message, and they're like, so do you still want to go on tour? I was like, absolutely. That, didn't actually think that I was getting ready to be booked to this tour. He was like, all right, well, we've all decided, and like we want you to do this tour with us. And then sent it over, and I ran downstairs. Like, so I sleep on the second floor. Like, I literally ran downstairs, and I was like, guys, guess what?
that is very exciting.
Hell yeah, I would be pretty excited. Heck yeah. All right. Last question. Yo, you're up again. I am a dinosaur freak. I am Mad Whack Jackson. I am Dino Baby. So that means I have the most, it's not random anymore, random question for you, and that is, what is your favorite dinosaur?
Probably a triceratops, and
Triceratops.
and because I want to be triceratops, so I'm looking for triceratops.
Oh man. Can you even top that now? Because that is that's the best answer I've had. 83 episodes, that's the best answer. I'm speechless. Winner. Oh shit.
I love
Kryptik,
that
what
so much.
right? That's great. I was really hoping that you would specify, and without asking, you came through better than I could imagine. Fuck yes. Kryptik, what is your favorite dinosaur?
I like Stegosauruses just because I'm a huge fan of ASDF videos, and like I'm a Stegosaurus.
I actually remember this from last time. That's right. Fuck yes. Well, that is actually all of the questions I got on for you guys today that I haven't already asked you 100 times the first time, at least, Kryptik. So I kind of skipped some, but we got to cover some of the good stuff. Is there anything I missed before I end us out?
I don't think so.
I love this little trio we have, like 3 Hispanic women, like all fighting for the love of arts, and like good in the world. I'm so happy to have been a part of this awesome dynamic today.
I'm happy to have you both on it. It was a great show. I'm really glad that we got to talk about all of the stuff that we did, whether it be, kind of hard hitting or just, casual top and bottom 69ing type stuff.
Absolutely.
I had an awesome time. I love when my guests come up and have the energy you guys do. So it was an absolute pleasure having you on. You guys are always more than welcome to come back on anytime. In fact, I will request, if you don't mind, that after this tour you come back on and let us know how it all went.
Absolutely, I would love to.
All
I would
right,
love to
so
too.
absolutely. I look forward to that. Um Great show, you guys. I just want to thank you one more time, and I want to send you off with the best luck in every single thing that you guys do. Kryptik, I wish you over a billion streams on every single track that you put out here in the future, and the best of luck. And you, Yo, go be a doctor, man. Don't
Yeah.
don't sell yourself short. Don't put it off. Go do it. And you know what? I'm going to say one more thing, one more little piece of advice. Go get a fish, because you could do that too. I feel it right here in my soul. You'd make a great fish mom. You can do it. Go live your life. But most importantly, seriously, don't put off your dreams. If that's something you are serious about doing, don't put it off. Go do it. Go dye your hair gray if it makes you feel better doing it.
Maybe I should dye my hair gray. That might be the best advice I've gotten about my image.
No, but honest to God, I wish you guys both the best in everything you guys do from here on out. And it was an absolute pleasure having you on the show. So
Thank
please hit
you.
me up if you guys want to come back on solo together. I don't care. If you want to come back on and talk more about this art stuff, I'd love to have you. Hit me up. And other than that, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. And again, I hope you guys kill your show tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we gotta
Shout
go
out Hype
practice
as Fuck
now.
podcast.
We gotta go practice and rehearse a little bit.
Oh yeah, right on, you guys. Have an awesome day. It was great having you on here. Much love.
Much
Much
love.
love.
All right, you guys. I think that was a pretty awesome show. Thank you guys all for tuning in and showing up big. Shout out Cameron James. He's got a new album dropping, you guys. You can find that info. It has been shared on his page. It has been shared on Hype. It is called Lost. You can purchase that now. Shout out to you, homie. Thanks for tapping into the show. Thank you, Wifey, as always, for being here. Shout out DJ Lucius for tapping in, another homie. We just dropped a track last Friday with Toad. It's called Pedestal. Yeah, you put us up on that pedestal. So go listen to the track and see what the fuck I'm talking about if you don't know. Shout out to you for tuning in, homie. Thank you as always. My mama, I seen you tune in. Rob Gates, he's got a puppy up in some votes right now. Go hit up his page and vote for his doggo. She's doing really good in the polls, so if you can go help him out and shoot him a vote, it's free. Go do that. Thank you, Rob, for tuning in as always. And anyone else in the comments who I may have missed, I'm trying to scroll and see you all. Sometimes I miss you. I apologize. But if you want a shout out on the show, just leave a comment, tap in, say hello. I'll give you a shout out. If you want to be on the show, shoot me a message. I got maybe 1 or 2 spots open for February. Otherwise, March is looking for you. So hit me up if you want to be on an episode of Hype. I have another episode coming up this Sunday with my homie G Blunt. Yo, that's going to be an awesome episode. I seen you in the comments. That's who I was missing. Shout out you, homie G Blunt. Come check us out Saturday on Hype as Fuck. That's all I got. Thanks for tuning in and being hype with me, you guys. Much love. Mad Whack out.